Yo, Scott, it ain't hard to tell, right? Whatever. Kyle West, break it down like this. Girl, get out your seat and rock to the rhythm of this funky beat. Out the show fun, rock to the rhythm, the rhythm of the funky beat.
Producer VSG. Talking like this easy or something, you heard me?
They do.
Now I make this look easy, you heard me?
See, sometimes people think they can be you better than you can be you. Every time they tell you, I'm gonna beat you, back up. Took a lot of losses, had to bounce back. She got that love it when it bounce back. Came back strong, had to bounce back. Applying pressure, watch it bounce back. Pushing, I ball in his face and he think that I'm pushing. Like, what we gonna talk about? Ain't talk about. I pull a calls on these niggas, I call them out. Pushing, yeah. Pushing, I'm in his face and he think that I'm pushing. Major mistake if you think that I'm pushing. Pushing, I'm in his face and he think that I'm pushing. Major mistake if you think that I'm 252 on the ditch, I'm still in the kitchen, I'm cooking a 4.5. Pirates the Yola, I add a little soda and bubble, I double the 500 grams. My drunk got tested, how may I help you? I blessed him, I guess he just needed a blast. Not a good looker, but she a good hooker, and I'm about to turn me some trash into cash. Water just gush out her mouth in the she needs some more cushion when bought her some secret compartment, Toyota Corolla. I'm hoping the load don't get caught on the slab. Nothing impossible, I had a few obstacles right back to clocking like I never left. My windows is tinted, my mouth and my watch go to hitting while gripping the wheel in my bed. I'm in 2 lanes, whip is insane. I had to take off the brain. I got some change, travel 2 names. On the Blackberry doing my thing. I've been pushing them things. Pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing. I've been doing my thing. Pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing. Yeah. Took a lot of losses, had to bounce back. She got that love it when it bounced back. Came back strong, had to bounce back. Applying pressure, watch it bounce back. Pushing, I ball in his face and he think that I'm pushing. Like, what we gon' talk about? Ain't talk about. I pull the calls on these niggas, I call them out. Pushing, yeah. Pushing, I'm in his face and he think that I'm pushing. Major mistake if you think that I'm yeah. Pushing. Pushing, I'm in his face and he think that I'm pushing. Major mistake if you think that I'm I got my shirt off, dropping the work off. On Carolina, controlling the spot. 12 in the section, harassing pedestrians. Catching the set, they patrolling his hot. If I get arrested, my bail could be set at whatever. Go right back and open up shop. Him and the jeweler come sit in my session. It look like Kevin was flooded with rocks. I cut on the faucet, I'm really retarded. I bottle that water and I spill in the drop. You gotta be cautious, I'm clutching you crossing this pump. Put a permanent scar on your top. Bought a new friend, she got a big head like Rihanna. It's cute, I'm not taking a shot. Design on my closet, pick up a deposit on Michigan now when I chill in the Shire. I'm in 2 lanes, whip is insane. I had to take off the brain. I got some change, travel 2 names. On the Blackberry doing my thing. I've been pushing them things. Pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing. I've been doing my thing. Pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing. pushing and pushing and pushing. Yeah. Took a lot of losses, had to bounce back. She got that love it when it bounced back. Came back strong, had to bounce back. Applying pressure, watching it bounce back. Pushing, I ball in his face and he think that I'm pushing. Like, what we gon' talk about? Ain't shit to talk about. I pull the calls on these niggas, I call them out. Pushing, yeah. Pushing, I'm in his face and he think that I'm pushing. Major mistake if you think that I'm pushing, yeah. Pushing. Pushing, I'm in his face and he think that I'm pushing. Major mistake if you think that I'm pushing, yeah.
What's good? Let's do a sound check. Who with me? Holla if you here. Let me know. Let me put the chat up. Why didn't you tell me? Wyatt, put that chat up. What's good? It's Monday. Who in the building with us? Let me hear. Put your thumbs up. Hit the like button. Hit the share. Tag somebody. Let them know where we at. Thanks, DC. DC said loud and clear. Greetings, family. Kim Everhart, what's good? LaDonna, what's good? Donna, damn it. Stop. Go change your thing, Donna. Go change your name to Donna on your page. What's good? We here today. Oh, I'm here today. I got a couple special announcements. I got some things. Thanks, Preston. He said we good on YouTube. Thank you. Special announcements today. I'm going to piss some people off. I'm going to make some people feel good. I'm going to make some people feel like, are you sure about that? I'm going to make some people say, oh, I know he know what he talking about. I'm going to make some people say he don't know what he talking about. The day in the life of a Wyatt Live podcast show. Sabrina Calloway, what's good? Thomas, what's good? Valerie Davis, what's good? Brenda Harris, what's good? Shabazz Zulu, what's good? Let me start at the beginning. I know I'm going to miss somebody. Carolyn Smith was the first one that banged up in this joint today. Guess what I'm going to do? I want you to remember this, Carolyn Smith. 25 fun bucks for Carolyn Smith, who banged up on Facebook first. Let me see who banged up on some of the other channels first. Let me see. Preston Smith, 25 fun bucks for you for banging in first on YouTube. Now, the only thing I can't tell who bangs in first on X and all these other ones because they kind of merging together. So let me get on in here. Let me say something to the people who here. Carolyn Smith, what's good? Brenda Harris, what's good? Brenda dancing. Hold on. C Breeze, what's good with you? Preston Smith, I said what's up. DC, I said what's up. Let's see who else. I'm sorry. AP, Anthony Prosser, what's good? What's good, Donna? Kimberly Eberhart, what's good? Regina Griffin, what's good, sis? She's the only one that ever came on the mic, came on the platform and admitted in the chat that I was right, she was wrong, and her husband co-signed what I said. So I'm always going to be cool with Regina because she was big enough to come on here and say, Wyatt, you was right. You was right. And I was saying some stuff that women couldn't stand. They couldn't stand it that I was saying that. And a man in her house vouched for it. She'll remember what it was. I don't remember exactly what it was, Regina, but I know it was something wild and you was on your high horse. No, can't be. That ain't right. He don't know what he talking about, y'all. And then her husband came in and settled all that. Settled all of that. Ron Tucker, what's good? DC, I said, what's up? Valerie Davis, I said, what's up? Sabrina, I said, what's up? Shapa Zulu said, what's up? Tanika, what's good? I said, what's up to Carolyn Smith? Stephen Speed, Rome, he one of the first ones that's been here with us. He's been here longest anybody on the platform. He's been here that long. I want to thank you for rocking with us. Christy Wingert, I was going to have a conversation today until she logged in. I'm not going to talk about it today because I'm waiting for her not to be here so I can say some things. It ain't nothing personal. It kind of is, but I don't know her like that. But I'm just saying, I don't like to step on good people's toes. All right? She good people. She good people. I don't want to step on nobody's toes. It ain't no derogatory, no this and this and that. It's just sometimes I say some things, and when I see people here, they think I'm talking about them. And in this particular case, the shoe might fit a little bit. And I don't want her to think I'm focusing that conversation towards her. She said, tread lightly. I promise I will. I ain't gonna talk about it. That's how I'm gonna tread. I'm not even gonna talk about it. Well, DC, anytime you're ready to get Steven Speed a free Wyatt Live t-shirt, if you buy him one, it'll be free. Last time I checked, last person that took me to lunch, it was a free lunch because somebody else bought it. Christy said, do you? Oh, I promise I will. I just don't want to that conversation because you gonna swear I'm talking about you. And I'm gonna say that shit for a mystery day. But I got some good news today, some good announcements, and I feel real good about some things. And I'm glad to be here. I want to thank everybody that normally comes in at 1:00. Don't none of y'all get here at 1:00 because of me. That's fine. I get it. I should have just made the show 1:15. But I got a couple news announcements coming from the Wyatt Live group. I have some news announcements from local Cincinnati news. I have not many topics today to talk about, but a couple things. And I'm going to try to get those in as much as I can before Roz and them get here. Because we already know when Roz and them get here, shit get different. It get real different. The chat just go crazy about some other shit. And I think on Everything I Love, I swear, I think that Roz and Dominique then went on a date, y'all. They ain't hit me up and told me to forward no Cash App yet, but I think they went on a date. I could be wrong. I could be wrong, but I think they starting to do some things that we don't know nothing about. You know what I'm saying? You know how it was. I ain't gonna lie. I was that kid. I was that dude that would poke at the little girl. I told y'all this before. Nothing new about me. I'm very transparent on this. I've done it before. I damn near got a girl fired on a job because I liked her so much. That's how fucked up I am. Like, how does that work out? I damn near got that girl fired. I would go see her all the time. I mean, it was just, I didn't do anything on purpose like that I knew that I was doing, but I would show up and bring freaking ice cream or something on a job. It ain't lunchtime. I'm just bringing treats and just bring some for her and don't nobody else get shit. So she getting in trouble, getting written up and all this. And she didn't ask for that shit. She didn't ask for that stuff. I was just dropping it off and just being noticed. And she would say things like, now, I got a man. I'd be like, I don't care. I'm a bigger man. I meant bigger in you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. I just felt like when I see something that I want, damn it, I'll go after it. And the approach might be wrong, but I go after it. That's what I want to say something real fast. I got a sister out here that I grew up with. I don't want to say her name because I don't want to, step on toes and shit. And I grew up with a lot of women. I grew up with a lot of girls, so they'll never figure this one out because all y'all think the same thing. Yes, Jerica. Oh, I didn't see you popped in. Hello to Jerica Van as well. Yes, I harassed her so much I almost got her fired. Now, I was a young dude. I was young. I put it like this. I worked at Globe Records and she worked at the damn department store somewhere. I'd go over there and drop shit off, tell her I was here. They always like, boy, you about to, boy, they gonna call security on your ass. And just think, I didn't really feel like, I thought I was impressing her. Let me tell you where she worked. Some of y'all might know. She worked at Dodge Jewelers. I'm not gonna tell you her name because some of y'all might be cool with her or kin to her. I don't know if she still live in the city, but I was cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs for that girl. She was dark skinned, beautiful skin, and I mean, I got a, sweet tooth for chocolate. So I couldn't help it. She wouldn't pay me no attention. So I would go by Globe Records and drop her, not Globe Records, I worked at Globe. I would drop shit off over at Dodge Jewelry Store. I know y'all all remember that. Some of y'all still owe Dodge some money. I'm just being honest. Some of y'all still owe Dodge on some payments for y'all little gold chains and shit. For y'all that don't know, out of town folks, Dodge Jewelers was a local jewelry store that we put out of business because nobody paid their jewelry bill. And then when the Arabs or whoever it is, the Indian folks came in town. I know y'all about to give me a hard time for this, but that's really who put Dodge out of business, was all these 10 karat gold places. All right. The gold plated 10 karat gold, so much lead in the gold ass places. They would sell you some shit, them big dookie chains for $1,000, and you go in Globe and Globe, not Globe. I keep calling Dodge Globe. You go in Dodge and Dodge want to charge you $7,000 for a chain you can get that look just like it, feel just like it, make the same noise just like it, and it's gold plate. It's gold, but it's 10 karat gold, and it's just not good gold, and they charge you like $800, $900 for it. L Rand says, 600 Ray Street, Dodge, the commercial. Yes, we all remember that. Y'all got to understand, I work right down the street from Globes. Ray Street was the hottest street in downtown Cincinnati when it came down to shopping. Anybody ever get off the bus downtown by Sheila Toes? And when you get off the bus, what's the first thing you smell? I know that sounds crazy for out-of-towners or for people that didn't get downtown much often. But what was the one thing you smelled when you got off the bus downtown Cincinnati? Somebody name it for me in the chat. Put it in the chat. Andre Russell said, I filed bankruptcy on my Dodge credit card. Guilty. You are guilty of putting Dodge out of business. Oh, man. There it is. Oh, Jerica said despair. No, Kimberly said it best. Newberry's popcorn, damn it, that caramel popcorn. DC said it. Caramel popcorn. Cincinnati downtown will never be the same. It'll never be the same. Y'all know what the old, you know what the smell of an old construction, not an old construction building, but an old diminished dormant building smells like when it's cold and dry, and you can smell the sawdust, and you can smell, that's what downtown Cincinnati smells like now. When I was a young man, downtown Cincinnati had a whole lot of different substance of smells depending on what corner you went around. Sometimes you smelled caramel popcorn when you got off the bus. As soon as you got downtown, you smelled the popcorn. Then you get over to like Fountain Square and you smell the bakery. You smell like that Buskins, and you can smell it just had a different smell downtown because it was vibrant. Everybody was pumping business. It was good. It was good. And it wasn't good for me because I didn't own a business. I worked in a business downtown and it stayed busy. But Newberry's, that popcorn, oh my God. I don't know how the hell they made that popcorn. The only popcorn that I can compare it to today is Garrett's in Chicago. That's why I go to Chicago. I don't go to Chicago for the Windy City anymore. I go to get the popcorn because it reminds me of Newberry's when I was a kid. Cat is out of the bag. Damn. I be bigging up Chicago so damn bad that it sound like I really love me some Chicago, when in fact I really just like the popcorn. Damn. Okay, I like the popcorn. I don't care nothing about Navy Pier, Michigan Ave. It costs too damn much to be there, and it ain't nothing special anymore. Being there for 10, 15 years, going back and forth 2-3 times a year, it don't mean nothing to me anymore. And I tried to order some of the Garrett's popcorn, and I hate to give them a plug and then tear them down. I didn't mean to build them up to tear them down, but the truth of the matter is, when I order it online, I only did it once, and it's not the same. I need it just like it was at Newberry's. I want to smell it. It's got to be some hot shit, the steam got to be coming off of it just a little bit, and I got to put it in my mouth, and it has to melt in my mouth. If it ain't doing that, it ain't working for me. I might as well just go to Kroger and buy me a damn bag of caramel popcorn. Twin said, go to hell. Listen, bro, I ain't mad at Chicago. I ain't doing nothing for Chicago till they get their shit together. Your mayor is now under investigation all over again. If y'all didn't know, y'all better keep it up. Keep up in the news. All the stuff that I done told y'all about that man and how they doing shit, they doing it across the country. Y'all better pay attention to the lawsuits that's hitting Chicago. It's starting to tell the truth. It's starting to tell y'all. I'm telling you, you better look at some of these civil lawsuits. Chicago didn't pay somewhere in the realms of 230 something, 236, I believe. $236 million in housing illegal immigrants, and they can't account for the money. Oh, I'm not going to talk about that today because I don't have the clips. I don't have enough for you to even, I can just tell you what I know. These are legal, these are lawsuits, and they are coming down on the city of Chicago because taxpayers and some other people want to know where their tax dollars are going. Taxpayers are definitely waking up. So stay focused, stay tuned. I will be getting to that. Now I got everybody on the chat. I know I got everybody in the chat talking about popcorn. Brenda Harris saying, laying on the couch, listening and watching Wyatt live. Hey, Brenda Harris, do me a favor. Can you put in the chat for me what device? I'm curious to know what device everybody watches. Watches off of. Are you watching off of a computer? Are you watching off of a laptop? You know, are you watching off of your cell phone? What else they got out there? Are you watching from a what those little laptop, little pod things? You know what I mean? I don't know. What are they called? The little iBox things? I don't know. Let me know what you watching it on. I'm curious to know. Cell phone. Stephanie Hyde said, I'm on my cell phone. Stephen Speed says cell phone. All right. Just let me know when it. Regina said phone. All right. I'm glad you guys look. Roz says, she on that Obama phone. I see Roz, you know what? That's why they be messing with you, Roz. You be shooting shots first, bro. See, I'm gonna stop defending you, bro. You shoot shots. Roz shoots shots. See, I used to defend him. I still defend him, but you shoot shots. I found out that everybody that has a problem with you, they generally have a problem with you because you start shit, and they just counter punching. That's all. Let me see. I'm sending my daughter a message back. Okay, yeah, okay. There it is. Real talk, Wyatt. Okay, let's get into some real talk. Let's do it. I'm having a great time. I'm having fun. I do have a couple announcements. People will hear it here shortly. I'm sorry, I got a couple messages coming in. First things first. This week is debate week, presidential debate week. So I've come up with an idea like we did in 2020. We had a debate watch party. I was real skeptical. I was not going to do this year. I didn't want to do it. I still don't really want to do it, but I'm going to do it because a lot of people hit me up in the DM. Few people even on the show during the live air performance or whatever you want to call this, during our conversation, y'all said y'all wanted to do it. And if I did it, you would come in and be part of it. So here's the flyer for it. I put it on my Facebook page. If you want to go back in and check it out, here's the flyer for the debate show. It's on my page. It's on all my social media. It's on Wyatt Live. It's on Wyatt Live Plus. It's on Randall Wyatt. It's all over my page. Here's the debate. It's the presidential debate watch party hosted by Wyatt. The debate actually starts at 9, but we're going to start our show at 8 p.m. streaming live from Wyatt Live Plus. All right. And it's going to be on CNN. However, what I'm going to do is filter it into my page. And I know there's going to be some complications. And the reason why it's going to be some complications, I'm going to have to go in and out because CNN is definitely going to be marking it. So social media won't be able to stream it. And we'll have our way of being able to bounce back and forth. We'll make it worth your while to come in and let's share ideas. We can talk about what people are talking about. We'll talk about what the president and the former president are saying about with each other. And I'm just want to get some feedback. Now, I don't know how this shit is going to work out with this debate. I don't know who's going to win. I don't know who's going to lose. I don't know what it's going to look like. I know there's a lot of new rules than there were the first time these guys were debating in 2020. And I am a little skeptical. I'm trying to see how this is going to work out. I just want to see how it's going to work out. It might end up just being a Wyatt Live show during that time. And we just be like, hey, bro, both of these clowns tripping. Both of them tripping. I don't know. We'll see how it's going to work out. I have no dog in the fight. I have no dog in the fight. I'll be honest with you. I don't even care. I'm only doing it because it was highly requested. Stephen Speed says, use Wyatt VPN. I'm not quite sure what that is. I just talk on the airwaves and all that old shit. I don't know nothing technical. If maybe I'll Google it. I don't know. You can hit me up in the DM, Stephen Speed. Send me that information that you're talking about. If it'll disguise the voices or change the speed and all that type of stuff of the voices and it's undetectable, we'll see how that works out. But for me, I know how to drop it down, stop for a second, interrupt it, catch back up. You see what I'm saying? I know how to make it do what it do, baby, but we'll see what happens. YouTube is definitely going to have something that's going to be chopping it up and breaking it up so it'll be hard to relay back out. But we'll have it set up. I'll have some music back there to twist it up, mess it up a little bit. We'll confuse the system until the system catches up to our chaos. We're going to create some chaos. C Breeze says VPN is virtual private network. All right, if it's good, then it's me. From famous words from Muhammad Ali. Yeah, okay. If it's good, then it's me. Will Gonzalez says Biden will definitely be juiced up. They both better be juiced up. Both of them. Shit, they both of them closer to 100 than they are anything. Both of them. So we'll see how that works out. Let me put the poster up again and show you. It's this Thursday night, June the 27th, on Wyatt Live Plus. Well, I'll talk about the Wyatt Live Plus here in a second. Wyatt Live, you'll be able to catch it on this platform right here at the platform we're speaking from now. My private page, Wyatt Live page, Wyatt Live Plus, the X, IG, all the different pages that we control. It'll be streaming live. All right. And we'll see how much of it we can get in. We'll take calls. We'll before the debate, we'll take calls. We'll have a whole hour show before the debate actually starts. And then we'll see how that works. And then after the debate, which is only 90 minutes, it's an hour and a half. After the debate, maybe we'll take about 20 to 30 minutes and see how people felt about it. Get some opinions on how the debate was. And then maybe we'll do a complete show on Friday about the debate results. We'll see. Let's play it by ear. I have a plan, but that don't mean I'm going to stick to it. I do have a plan, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to stick to it. Okay, the debate. What else was it that I wanted to make an announcement of? Oh, guess what? I got to say this. I have to say this. Let me see if I have the podcast. Yeah, there it is right there. Let me see if I can put this out there. Couple different things. The Wyatt Live show has been nominated. Yeah. Y'all couldn't have done this shit when my mama was alive? Y'all couldn't have done this when my mama was alive? Huh? We've been nominated for Best Podcast. Let me make sure I got this right, that I have it right. Hold on one second. Let me just make sure I got this right, because my sister did it. Another podcast group, another podcast company, they have nominated Wyatt Live for the best podcast in the Midwest. I think it's the 2024 Midwest Hip Hop Fashion Show Awards Committee. I don't know how the hell we got into this traffic, but we've been nominated. And I say we because it's all of us. It's not just me. It's not just me. It's all of us. Everybody that engages and is part of it. We've been nominated to, I don't know. They haven't hit me up and said, hey, this is how it's working. And if you win, I don't know. I don't know what happens. I don't know if I get some money. Y'all know I'm going to donate it if I do. But that's not what it's all about. It's really about the recognition. And what I want to do is I want to thank my girl, Hosh Gray, who nominated me. She sent me a message. She sent me all the information. She said, the Best Podcast special invitation to the 2024 Midwest Best Hip Hop Fashion Show Award. And it says I'm a nominee for the best podcast in the Midwest. I was nominated. We were nominated, the Wyatt Live Show. So I want to thank Hosh Gray. And then what I want to do is I want to give a shout out like this. Some of y'all know who she is, and you know her and her husband and her dude. I don't know if they're married. They just had an anniversary. They have combined to do their own podcast over the last year or two. And here it is right here, by matter of fact. Let me show you their page. Die to Die Podcast. I hope I'm not chopping that up. I know it's Die to Die. If I had to say it real fast 10 times, I'd say it the same way. Die to Die. Okay, Hosh Gray. That's some of my folks. And here's the crazy thing. It's not crazy, but here's another good thing about it. Their podcast is part of a brother that I know and I grew up with that I call my brother. His name is Barry Cobb. If y'all know Barry runs a program called Busy One Radio. And of course, my other brother, I mean, there's so many people that's doing things in the city of Cincinnati and across the country. We just got to learn how to patronize their businesses. We got to learn that the support system is more important than anything. You understand? He said, C. Bree says it's a long A. Would it be pronounced day to day? Is that it? Day to day? Did I say it wrong? Like, correct me. Please do. I've seen the show, but I've never heard them, and this is for my brother and my sister to know. I've never heard them say the name. I'm just going by, and that make more sense, to be honest with you, C. Breeze, that it's day to day. What did I miss there? Did they have a hash over the A or something to make it a long A? They sure do. They sure do. They sure do. I totally missed that. Thank you for capturing that for me, C. Breeze. I ain't giving you shit for it, but I thank you very much. You see what you gonna do. Y'all gonna know what I mean when I say I ain't giving you nothing, because I'm shooting out some fun bucks. And when you find out what the fun bucks are, y'all gonna be trying to help me out in a whole lot of different ways now. I want some fun bucks. I want some fun bucks. Give me a couple of them Wyatt bucks. Give me some money. Give me some Wyatt bucks. See, when somebody come to me and ask me to help them with a project, help them with their little business or something like that, you know what I'm gonna start giving people? I'm gonna give them Wyatt bucks so they can go spend that money with me. They can spend some of that fun money with me. Come spend it with the Wyatt Live group. All right. So now let me tell you what's going on. We have the debate coming up on Thursday. That's at 8 p.m. The debate actually starts at 9, but we're going to be shooting it for the first hour, getting an idea, getting a feel. Okay. And we'll sit in. Yeah, Tracy, it's true. I'm getting into it. Trust me. I'm going to say some things here in a minute on my topic that's probably, and I'm going to get onto it at the top of the hour, it's not going to be favorable. Because once again, someone that I know, family member, took an L this weekend. And when it hits home and it hits close like this, it's hard for me to have a conversation about it. But damn it, y'all know I'm here. If I'm here, I'm going to talk about it. And some people who rock with me, who like me personally, away from this, away from business and everything, we've had conversations. When I was in Florida, he would call me. The grandfather of this young man practically known me my entire life. And he's a good guy, but I got some comments I got to make, not about him, but about the situation of down on the banks. And it's going to be a conversation that nobody else is having. But I don't want to beat a dead horse, no pun intended. I don't want to beat a dead horse. Everything I tell you that the problem is, it always shows in the next murder. It's only going to change when the people change. And then all the excuse makers and all these guys and girls that got all these fucking, they want to be such scientists to basic shit. It don't take a scientific approach to find out what's wrong and what's going on out here. Stop. Some of y'all are absolutely part of the problem, trying to sound like you just so deep about this shit. It's not that deep. This is a very easy situation to cure. This is an easy situation to cure, but you'll never cure a problem unless you go to the doctor and the doctor tell you the truth about your problem. You can sit back and drink apple juice, pineapple juice, cure it with all the shit until the doctor tell you this is how we gonna do it. This is what you have. Here's the diagnosis. This is what you need. You need surgery. You need this. You need that. But until the doctor come in and tell you what you need, instead of trying to explain how you got it, who the fuck go to the doctor and want to know, well, how did I get cancer? I just need it out of me, doc. How the hell did I end up with to be senile, doc? How did I get Alzheimer's, doc? How did I get it? Nobody gives a fuck, just cure it. If you wheel me into the ER and I got a bullet in my back, I don't want to talk to the doctor and tell the doctor, hey, and the doctor asking me questions like, well, how did this happen? That's not what a doctor gonna do. He gonna come in there and get the bullet out your back. Try to get you patched up and back in shape. Nobody wants to have the doctor conversation. I'm the only one. And I ain't here to sit here and pat nobody on the back, make excuses for the shit that I obviously see what's wrong. And I ain't trying to hear it from nobody that ain't never been out here and dealt with the same shit that these same kids, young adults, are dealing with. I ain't trying to hear that shit, man. Y'all keep making up excuses for shit that's going on out here. And then every time it happens again, you come up with the same excuse, but you explain it a different kind of way. The shit is old, it's played out. Y'all old, and y'all played out. And you're part of the problem. Oh, they hungry. Yeah, they hungry, all right. Yeah, they thirsty too. They just hungry for true leadership. They thirsty for true leadership. Not motherfuckers co-signing this madness that's going on out here. It's ridiculous to me. So let me get back on track of what I was talking about. Because y'all, that's some shit that gets under my skin. Because once again, I got a victim's family that I had a conversation. You don't think they reached out to me? Of course they did. Of course they called. And they might not like what I'm going to say today, but they called. So I'm going to touch on it here in a minute. Y'all ain't going to like what I got to say about it. I don't care. I've been here saying what I've been saying. You ain't shut me off by now. You plan on probably not going to shut me off. Y'all let the whole mayor, the whole shiny suit man come into the radio station today. That would have been everything. We would have talked about crime all day, the whole 27 minutes he was there. We would have talked about, why is this happening? I would have made him say, well, why was that kid outside at 2:00 in the morning? I'd have made him say, I'd have made him acknowledge a 16-year-old getting shot in your city at 2:15 in the morning. I'd have made that motherfucker. He would have said something about it. But y'all get so, and what's crazy about it, some people talk about how articulate I am and how my approach is to talk about these problems. And then I'm the guy that they pick and choose. Somebody explain to me who think I'm an independent man. I do what I do on my own, how I want to do it, what time I want to do it, how I feel about it, I say about it. Somebody explain to me, who do y'all think come get me to express and address a message for the crowd of Wyatt Live? Who y'all think who came and got me to deliver some fuck message to my people? Who y'all think paying me to say the things that I say? I'd love to know who they are. Put it in the screen. Who are they that pay me to say the things I say or to persuade y'all to think a certain way? Who y'all think got enough money to pay me to do that? Who you think paying me to do that? Meanwhile, the mayor get on black radio and pander to y'all. He goes straight from don't want to talk about that crime shit straight to the emotional conversations that you used to. And now that's the one getting paid with the clean suit, combed hair to the side, and very articulate with the same bullshit message. That's who it is. Nah, not me. So you pandering to my people. Let me ask you something. When you go down to the white radio station, do you tell them that inequities of the situation of Cincinnati is because black folks don't have anything? Black people are being priced out of their neighborhood? Get the fuck out of here. Get out of here. Y'all ain't tired of that perp shit yet? Oh my God. And I know I'm the bad guy. Say hello to the bad guy. I know I'm the bad guy. Fuck it. Been it a few times in my life. It's always worked out for me. Mayor come on and say everything with a smile on his face. He clean cut. He's well educated. He everything that makes him acceptable. But why didn't somebody make him say, what is a 16-year-old doing outside at 2 a.m., Mr. Mayor, in your city? I know, I already got the chaos agent saying, hey, Wyatt, it's not the mayor's fault that kids are outside at 2 o'clock in the morning. I know. See, they always have to be able to rebuttal, whether it makes sense or not. They totally forget what the debates were about. They totally forget about the pledge to the community. They all forget about the shit that got these politicians there. All of us. Let me remind people. Do you remember in November when I said, great? I know. Here you go again. See, he always talking about what he said. But I said it. Remember when I told you back in November 2 years ago? All right, you got everybody you want in there. Now, I don't want to see certain things happening. I want the same energy when the same shit is happening. I want you to focus that outrage on the same people you were focusing on in the last administration. I knew you wasn't. I just wanted to make my point. Here's the difference. I have the content. I have the content to show it. I can go back to November of last year. 2 years ago. It ain't like I'm making this shit up right now. Let me show you something that I found. I found this. I want to show you this right here. This was from Christopher Smitherman. He said, so very sad, praying for our community and specifically our children. We all should be able to go to a park and just enjoy. See, he couldn't have put a post out like that 3 or 4 years ago because people was on his ass about, well, you the public safety man. You the one that need to be stopping the shootings and stuff. What are y'all doing in city council? Y'all don't remember that? Nobody remembers that. Nobody remembers when this man was sitting at the head of the public and safety position or whatever they call it. And it was always since he was a black Republican or independent. Because if you're not a Democrat, you got to be a Republican. You can't be an independent thinking individual. You got to be do or die with us. If you ain't us, you them. And then here's a weird text or a weird response underneath. Can y'all read that? It said there are neighborhoods being held hostage by bad actors. If you were mayor, how would you work with our city council to address this growing issue? Isn't that something? That's a reasonable statement. That's a reasonable statement to Mr. Christopher Smitherman. But you know what? He never got that kind of respect when he was sitting in public safety. And the reason why he didn't is because, of course, he had to have something to do with it when it's not working out for whatever party he's in. Now Christopher Smitherman was held under all those critical and crucial things that was happening in the community, and I don't see that same energy. Correct me if I'm wrong. Feel free to either call in or put it in the chat. Correct me if I'm wrong. Y'all don't remember those days? I do. And I don't even rock with him, to be honest with you. I don't have no problems with him. I ain't got no I don't know him like that. But I do remember how things were being handled when crime was happening 3-4 years ago. I do remember what people were saying. And I'm the one who said city council can't stop crime. And I was a coon because I was saying that, and it looked like I was defending Christopher Smitherman. Now the same shit is happening and nobody's saying anything. You know what they say? Here's the crazy shit they say. The reason why 25 cars got broken into in Mount Healthy is because everybody's searching for guns. It couldn't just be a crime spree. It couldn't be that everything costs so much that it's hard for people that's living out here. And it don't have to be kids that's doing it. It don't have to be children that's out here breaking in these cars. Dope fiends need money too. It's just amazing to me how we have selective outrage. Say what you want to say. Be as mad as you want to be at the messenger. But this message hasn't changed for 4 years now. It's been the same. And every once in a while, you'll have a day that y'all can win one. The chaos agents will win one occasionally, because what'll happen is here come the new narrative of how the police acting. I'm still confused, folks. Do you want police presence or do you not want police presence? The police wasn't enough police at the park, but they got all the white folks they got a bunch of white folks. Police at the white folks functions. None of this happens at the white people's functions because they have so much police presence that keeps everything in order. Really? The same people who say that are the same ones that say they didn't need no damn 15 police officers at the damn Taste. They didn't have to do it. What do you want, man? God damn, you just an agent of just, you just want, you wake up to be mad every day. Get a solid argument and stick to it. He's starting. Pause. Here's when the pandering kicks in. I ain't gonna talk about that damn shooting down on the banks. It was a tragedy. And it stems back to this is me and thinking about what he's talking about. It stems back to not having affordable housing. That's pandering. What the fuck does affordable housing have to do with a 16-year-old being on the streets at 2:15 in the morning catching a shell to the chest? You just don't want to have the real conversation. And you know what? Here's what happens. You ever notice that the same people that got so much to say never call here? They never engage here. They never call. How could you not know a motherfucker been on the air for 4 years in your city? How could you not know that we here and we talking? How could you not know that? And why wouldn't you come in and set me straight? Why wouldn't you come in and say the shit that I'm talking about don't make no sense? It's a very easy thing to do. See, if I was propaganda, if I was talking the shit that they want me to talk about, if I was here being a chaos agent, talking about how fucked up it is for Cincinnati black folks, I would be invited to everything. I'd be part of the talk station network or whatever the fuck they want to call it. Don't think that I'm angry because I'm not. I've never been bought. I've never been the type of individual that ran in circles that don't want me. I ain't never been part of that. I started Wyatt Live saying I would have I don't eat their food. If they don't want me in their restaurants. Who remember this old saying? If you don't want me in in your restaurant, fine. I'll go to my own restaurant. If you don't want me in your hotels, fine. I'll go to my own hotel. If you don't want me in your swimming pools, fine. I'll go into my own swimming pool. Y'all remember that beginning stage of Wyatt Live? Well, that part of me is still here. That's still me. And instead of us focusing on being independent and individuals, we still trying to be stuck in this 100 group. And in the 100 group trying to come down on the 10 of us. And then we never get to where we going because we got a feud. Y'all don't understand. That's structure. Take y'all 100 ass and go do what y'all gonna do. You don't need us 10 to accomplish what y'all trying to do politically. You don't even get it. You don't need these 10 people to feel bad for what y'all deciding to do. Go on 100, go on majority, go do what you do. But to shame somebody that don't think like you, don't vote like you, don't rock like you, what's the point of that? Hang in your circle. Just stick together. Don't worry about the ones that don't stick. Why is the ones that don't stick so important to you? I just need to know. Let me go to the phone lines early, and then I'm going to get on my topic. I ain't even got there yet. Good afternoon, caller. This is Wyatt. Who am I speaking with? Uh-oh. Let me see if I can get him on. Good afternoon, caller. This is Wyatt. Who am I speaking with?
This Twin.
Twin, what's good, brother? Sorry, the phone it didn't disconnect, but the cord messed up. What's good,
Man,
bro?
I ain't done that today, man. You don't start that. It happened Friday. You should be all good.
Okay.
You hear me?
Yeah, I heard you, but that ain't how shit work over here. But okay. You know what?
You had plenty of time to get your equipment up, man. Ain't no excuse today.
Okay, you're right. You're
I
absolutely right.
I just play it because of Wyatt. I just play.
You're right. You're right. If I'm gonna preach it, I gotta preach it. I gotta bring it.
Hey, you talking a good game today, man.
Yeah.
I'm on it. Hey, Wyatt, I was on the call and I was waiting for that sucker to talk about the crime. Soon somebody mentioned it and everything, he gonna talk about some damn taxes. Hell with that damn tax. Y'all ain't gonna fix it no way. The wine product, he control the housing tax or whatever it is. He never mentioned how he gonna stop the crime or whatever. Ain't no solution or nothing he came up with to stop it, man. But he showed talk about property taxes and we engaging with this and all that. He never mentioned what about the two guys they was killed 2:00 in the morning. Why? Yesterday I went down there, man, just to get some air and kick it with my brother and everything, because I ain't kicked it with him in 2 weeks. So I was like, let's go have some fun and whatever. Chopping it up. So I was mad because he went to. I really was mad because he played me about. I ain't know my boy was in town. Comedian Jesse. He did a show up in Toledo with Lavelle. So we down there, and I stopped at the banks.
Okay.
And who I run into was Lil Jack brother now. See, I know Jack personally, Wyatt.
Okay.
And then I know him personally. I used to drop him off at the little program, school program. We get bad kicked out of school, you go to alternative school type, whatever.
I know what
children home.
Can anybody guess what school that was? Just to put it out there. But anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, so I run into his little brother, and I'm like, that was little Jay there got murdered. He's like, yeah, man. I'm like, oh my gosh, I ain't seen y'all forever. It's been about 10, 12 years since the last time I saw him. Got killed over a bottle of water, man. That's what he was telling me, because I want to, get the right information, whatever. I like, over a bottle of water, and I stopped there. I didn't want to really go into details about it, because, he started crying emotional, and I backed up.
So, Quinn, let me ask you, bro. I got to ask you, because I'm up against the time, but I got to ask you, bro. Do you really think it was about a bottle of water?
Hell to the no, man.
Why do we do
water?
But why do we do that? Why do we sit back and try to make it about some bullshit that we know it ain't about that? Okay, we know it ain't about
right.
It ain't about a bottle of water. It's not about a bottled water. It's not about the little bitty shit about being homeless. It's not about these kids out here hungry and starving and need lunch. It's not about that. Why we keep falling for that bullshit excuses? If you knew this kid, I don't mean, man. I know, man, the man's grandfather is dear to me. Okay, I know him. He had a lot to do with me growing up. He kept some kids, he knew what we was into. He kept kids off the streets. He was part of the Arts Consortium. He worked with Don Sherman. Don Sherman and them brought us in off the streets and put us part of something. I know this man. I don't want to tell the truth about what's going on out here in these streets, but who am I not to tell the truth about this shit? Jackie Jackson is a good guy. Pastor Jackie Jackson. He's a good guy. He's a victim of gun violence, yes. But it's not a coincidence that this type of stuff is running rapid when people hang out and do certain things out here in the street. It's not gun violence. It's a culture violence. It's a lifestyle violence. Get it however you want to take it. That's the bottom line. That's what it is. We can sit back and say it was an accidental shooting. You can say it was about a fucking Capri Sun or a bottled water. But the bottom line is we know who rip and run the streets. And that's what these are the repercussions of those lifestyles. And then we sit back and try to act like it's people breaking in cars, getting guns and shit. The deflections are ridiculous to me. Twin, I'm sorry. Go ahead, brother.
Exactly, man. Over a bottle of water, that's some BS, man. They come on here and pump fake it on the news and the Lincoln Ware show, the Dow show, whoever show. Come on here and pump fake over a bottle of water. Man, it's 50 bars down there in the stove on the banks that you go get a bottle of water. What you go gang bang for over a bottle of water for, man?
Twin, let me ask you. Why is the bottle? Let me ask you this, brother, okay? So people, because I know you'll say some real shit, okay? I need you to be as honest as you possibly can. I don't expect anything less from you. I got to ask you a question. Why is bottled water the narrative? Why isn't, what is a 16-year-old doing outside at 2:15 in the morning? Why isn't that the conversation? Fuck the bottled water.
Right.
Why is that not the conversation?
Exactly. They tripping about a bottle of water, try to see if, he got murdered because of a bottle of water. No, he didn't get murdered over no damn bottle of water. It's more to the story. I should have, you know what? I should have just walked off with his brother, like, let me holler at you, cuz, for me. He would have told me to scoop on. I'm like, damn, for real? And everything would have went there. But it's more to the story. A bottle of water ain't nothing, man.
Listen, man.
You get that anywhere. Just like up there on North Bend in Hammer, that little the newer part. I got two homies stay there. And they you know, well known around Cincinnati, and they carry that pole with them. I don't give a fuck what they say. Ain't no goddamn people, 12, 13 people breaking in no damn car for no goddamn pole. Get the fuck out of here with that nonsense, you gay motherfucker. Y'all keep lying in the community and y'all fucking bogus ass, cooning ass nigga believe that bullshit. I know gang. I know about gang. Man, there's some crackheads or some motherfuckers stealing goddamn Cadillac converter or something. Yeah, motherfucker ain't looking for no pole, man. Well, get the fuck out of here.
The last thing that was insulting in that, Twin, was this. People are breaking into cars and they're leaving the cash and the jewelry in the car because they didn't find a gun. That's the only reason why they breaking in the car. They looking for a gun, but they left the cash and they left the jewelry and the mints and shit, you know, in the center console. They left everything. They just let the car alone because there was no gun under the seat or in the glove box. You believe that shit? Who gonna leave a gold chain?
I don't believe that. Ray Charles don't believe that shit. Man, you know what they doing in my city, right? Man, they so cold. You know, they strapped down there. But when they come to breaking in that night, they close their shop down in Chicago. Man, they so cold now, Wyatt. They taking a tow truck, knocking the damn doors down. Take a chain and put it to the door and knock it down. This dude last week, was broke in 3 times within 72 hours, man. He said, what the hell I'm going to do? Ain't nothing you can do.
They doing that in downtown Cincinnati. They just don't talk about it. There was just one news article that came on. I guess it came on the news. It wasn't an article. It was a clip. And there was just one. One dude had his store broken into, a little coffee shop, back-to-back nights. I mean, it's happening, but we don't hear about it. We don't hear about that, but it happens almost every night, if not every other night. Maybe a different individual, a different store, but it's happening, and you don't hear about it. Here's the other thing I want to say to you, Twin. It was crazy to hear from someone say, which I think the mayor said this is another deflection. When he started talking about the crime in Cincinnati, he focused on the little white boy that ran out at the Red Stadium out on the field who got tased.
Exactly.
What the fuck was that? Oh, my God, y'all. And they talk about articulate people delivering messages to their people. What do you think he is?
And they fall for that. Man, that happened in every game, football, soccer, whatever. They get drunk and they say, I triple did run down on the field. He win a little $100.
But that is not the biggest threat in Cincinnati. You can talk about a man being tased out on the Cincinnati Red Stadium and out on the field, but you don't have 5 minutes to talk about a 16-year-old being shot and killed on the banks at 2:15 in the morning.
Exactly.
Why are you serious? Listen, twin, let me just say this. I don't care if I wouldn't believe it if it was 2:15 in the afternoon that he was killed over a bottled water. How the hell you gonna convince me that this kid was killed at 2:15 in the morning over a bottled water? And we cool with that? You got chaos agents out here that totally avoid do you know there is money in chaos? It is money in politics for shit like this to happen. If there's no chaos, if there's no turmoil, if there's no shit like this that's going on in these crazy cities, they can't make their money. Because they go up to DC and they talk about the all the shit. You know what these politicians do. They gotta have moments like these so they can blame it on everything other than what it truly is. And here's my one thing, and I promise you can have the floor after this. I get so tired of the pandering. I get so tired of people coming into my community and making it seem like it's about some shit from the past. These are current conversations, current situations that call for current kids that are making these decisions. This ain't got nothing to do, and I hate when people say shit like these kids out here hungry. It's not that. They might be hungry, but they starving for real leadership. They starving for real leadership. If you want to, the last time, what's that white dude named Twin? You got a lot of stuff in the background. I'm gonna get back to Twin. What is the white guy's name? Alan Baldwin on the set who shot the lady on his set, on his movie set. Is that his name? Can somebody tell me if that's his name or not? Say it again, Twin.
That's Alex Baldwin.
Alex Baldwin. If gun violence was a human, it would be Alan Baldwin. Y'all know how they put shit up on the screen or in the post, and they say shit like if crack was a person or if this was that. Okay, if gun violence was a person, it'd be Alec Baldwin. You know why? Because he the only motherfucker I know that blamed the shooting that he did, that he squeezed the trigger on and said the gun did it and he didn't. That's how I see chaos agents today. I see them just like that. They never blame the person behind the gun. They always blame it on gun violence. I want to make one last point about the gun violence thing, Twin. Check it out. There's probably 5 or 6 guns for every American in this country. If we had a gun violence problem, it would be a hell of a lot higher than it is right now. We don't have a gun problem. We have a dumb motherfucker with guns problem. That's what we have. It ain't got nothing. Look, I got guns in my house. My neighbor got guns in their house. The neighbor down over there got guns in their house. We don't have them type of shootings where I'm from, where I live. Why is it that it's a selective amount of people, a certain type of person that have these same problems? It's not the guns. It's the mentality behind the trigger. Stop. Go ahead, Twin. Take it away, bro.
Hey, you're right on point on that. It's not no damn gun violence. Guns been here just like crackhead. So ain't no gun violence. It's people with the gun. They act stupid with the gun. That's the damn problem. If there was so much gun problem, why this shit ain't all recorded, man? Database or whatever. It was so much a damn problem. No, it's people that got messed up problems. That's who the issue is. But they don't really want to address the issue, man. They let them black folks keep killing each other. They doing real good. Man, no, man, we got to come together as one. Hey, Wyatt, last thing before I go check in.
Go ahead.
Hey, Garrett is overrated, man.
Who?
That nasty popcorn, Garrett popcorn.
Oh, no, you saying that because you from
And don't
there.
you ever disrespect my city. I don't go there because of David here in Chicago, this and that. But I feel you, though.
Give me a reason I should be in Chicago right now.
What's coming up?
Ain't no what's coming up. Shit, the Jazz Festival coming up. I'm talking about why should I be there? If I want to go tomorrow, why would I go to Chicago tomorrow on a Tuesday?
Hey, you might want to go see the Sky or just get away from Cincinnati or wherever you at.
I could cross the bridge to Kentucky and do that. I could cross the bridge and go to Kentucky and do everything you just said.
Kentucky ain't got the thing Chicago got, though.
Huh?
Kentucky ain't got
I can't argue that.
things.
I can't argue that.
Huh?
You're 100% right, but I don't think there's
and
any.
then And plus, Cincinnati food nasty to me. I ain't gonna lie. That's why I go to Chicago a lot to go for the shopping and go for the food. Because Cincinnati food nasty. I hate to say it, but it's
Now
nasty,
you gonna
man.
get up off
They
my
come out
city.
soul food
Nah,
and all this good rib.
you gonna
This
get up.
stuff is nasty.
You gonna get up off my city. See how you feel about
Man, I
Chi?
hate to say it. Y'all food nasty, man.
Hey, Chicago ain't got shit going on. I'm lying.
You
But
need to stop it. I know you need to stop. You lying right now. You gotta
y'all
stop
got a
playing.
y'all mayor ain't shit. That's why
that
Oh,
nigga there, he going
now
down.
you gonna get
That
on my.
stuff he
You gonna leave Cincinnati alone. Chicago ain't shit right now. I'm just saying. I'm being
Oh, they
honest.
probably they gonna come up. They got that 53 billion. They better do something with it or whatever.
Yeah,
So
yeah. You about to find out in them lawsuits, brother. Watch all those
Oh, yeah.
lawsuits that's coming down in Chicago right now. They want to know where that 260 million going for those immigrants housing. They want to know. They can't account for some of that money. Over 50
Hey, you
something.
know-
Over 50 something million dollars is missing. Come on, bro.
you
Stop.
know who did that? White,
Who?
the black folks.
What you
They
mean?
thought the black folks in the hood, in the south side, west side, east side.
What you mean they
Thought
did
they
that?
was man. They said do an investigation on that nigga or whatever. And y'all want to play us with them immigrants and all that. See, this been going on quiet for what is it? What is this? 2000 for 4 years. This has been going on for 4 years. This ain't nothing new. Well, 2 years. I mean, ever since he got in office, whatever. This been going on, and they investigate this and that. And then when them immigrants came, oh, that took the cake right there.
Man,
so they sent them people up there.
Listen, man, listen. If Lightfoot was in office, it would be the same way because they know how to. Lightfoot, the ex-mayor, the lady. What's her name? Lori Lightfoot.
Hey, she ain't do what they wanted, so she had to get up through.
Well, what I'm saying to you is she would have got to the money just like this Brandon Johnson is getting to the money, brother. That's what it is. It's all about the money. They can't. I'm telling you, bro. It's all about the money. They got shell companies. They got fake ass companies in there running money through them for this not COVID, but for this immigration money and all that old shit, bro. I know what the game is, man. I ain't gonna sit here because what happens is this: when you don't have facts about what you're saying, your assumptions mean absolutely nothing, and then people tear down your credibility because you have assumptions about things that really make a whole lot of sense. But since you don't have facts, then I don't want to speak on it because if I say something that make a lot of sense, but I don't have facts to back it up, then that takes the credibility of who I am out. And I don't want to brandish. I don't want to mess up my reputation in that kind of way. I don't want to do that.
So you were nominated for podcast?
Yeah, I got nominated from another company, and I want to thank them again. Yeah, man. You know, I don't know.
Man, that's a blessing, man. See,
well, I mean,
you almost got the other foot in, Wyatt. They gonna call you in a minute, so
I don't
you
want
better
no
take
calls.
that.
I only want calls from Twin and the rest of y'all on the show.
No, Wyatt. No, Wyatt. God about to bless you, man. So once that blessing, when that door open and they say come get this or whatever, ain't about the money. They just like your swag. You better run, Wyatt. Run for the border.
I'm gonna run. I'm definitely gonna run. I'm just gonna run in the opposite
nice
direction.
Talking to you. Wyatt. I gotta go ahead and get this milk, man.
All right, go get that.
I'll save you a gallon or whatever.
All right,
you
man.
need it.
Milk and cookies. All right, Twin. Talk to you. That's Twin engaging. I don't know. I think he down at Kroger. He talking about milk. Somebody sent the message over to me. It wasn't City Beat. It was another podcast company that nominated me or nominated us. I'll say that. All right, C Breeze says you and Twin keep saying you know what the real problems are without actually mentioning the problems. C Breeze, I say it all the time. But the problem is when I say it, I feel like I get blowback. I blame parents for kids being outside at 2 o'clock. I mean, who the hell don't blame a parent for a kid being outside, a 16-year-old being outside at 2 o'clock in the morning? You think I blame the mayor? I don't blame the mayor. The mayor ain't got no control over your kid. He can set boundaries, they can set laws, they can have stipulations, but it take the person in the home who controls the child. It takes that individual to make these kids do what they're supposed to do. So, I mean, what I don't like, and don't take this one to don't take this body shot, C Breeze, personal. It's not to you towards you. Here's what I don't like to hear. It ain't gonna never get fixed. It ain't gonna never be such and such. We gonna always have this problem. It's always gonna be this way. I don't buy that because it ain't always been this way. It hasn't always been the way that you see it today. It has enhanced. So if things are getting worse, that means something's stopping it from, if you have cancer and you go untreated, it's going to spread. It becomes from level to level to level, it gets worse. But if you start treating a problem, it eliminates the spread in most cases. But if you're not going to treat the problem by getting it diagnosed and saying, hey, here it is. This is the real problem. We got to start holding parents accountable for their kids being outside at 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning, being shot at 3 a.m., being shot at 2:15 a.m. There has to be a level of accountability. And if we're not going to do that, then you're right. It'll never change. But I don't like defeated attitudes of people who say it ain't going to never be right. It ain't going to never be what y'all want it to be. It ain't going to never be that. I don't rock with people like that because you're trying to tell me that it's always been this way. And that's not a fact. It has not always been this way. Kids have not always been getting shot at 3 o'clock in the morning, not in Cincinnati. And then a month later, one shot, 2:15. You can't ask for a more public spot in Cincinnati than the banks in downtown Cincinnati at 2 o'clock in the morning. That is not some backyard parking lot where kids are just kind of socializing and kicking it. It's not that. You're talking about in an area where the police should have known that this is a 16-year-old down there. Bar owners should have known a 16-year-old was down there. Patriots, people walking down the street should have known. I'm talking about people just going by. Everybody should have known there's underage people around here. You know the police ain't going to say shit to them. Who said something about that earlier? Well, the police, they're scared. I heard that. It's not that the police are scared. They're just hesitant. They don't want to engage in as much as you think that they don't want it because they don't have the support of their city leaders. And they don't really have the support of the people that they say want to be protected. Because if you really wanted to be protected, if you really want the police to do their job and do it the right way, you would play a major part in keeping some of the shit that's being a deterrent for them to do their job properly. You wouldn't co-sign it. You wouldn't be there to sign for the shit. You wouldn't be there to catch the delivery of the bullshit. You're part of the problem. If somebody would have said something about this kid, 16 years old, being down on the banks, and the police would have had him in custody or some old shit like that, and it would have went south, what's the first thing y'all would say? The same thing you say when the little kid that gets shot and killed down on the banks, and you talk about why he got killed over some water. You really think I believe that? And you'll say the reason why he got killed before you say he shouldn't even have been there. Because in some people's mind, they have manipulated you to believe that that's somehow kind of blaming the victim. Look, the police are not going to solve our problems. They're not going to solve your problems. They'll handle your problems, but they ain't here to solve your problem. They're here to neutralize your problem. If you and your old lady, you and your woman, you and your dude get into an altercation at home, the police ain't coming to your house on a domestic violence call to work shit out. Ain't gonna be no marriage counseling. He ain't about to sit there and say, so you don't really have to be like that. And they not trying to work shit out. They here to do a job. You engage, you brought them into your argument. The police are not negotiators of your relationship. So when you call them, don't be shocked. Or when they engage in your issues, don't be shocked when shit goes south. Once you neutralize that problem, once you get your problems, well, we don't want, if you don't have these problems going on, we don't have to call the police. My problem is you got too many people out here that got all these answers. They got all these answers of why these people are acting the way they are. It's all these traumatized. We all got trauma. I don't know a motherfucker ain't never been traumatized. If you a person that's never been traumatized, I got to meet you. If you've never gone through a trauma or a tragedy in your life, I got to meet you. You're a rare species. I got to see you. And I know it's different levels. I get it. I know what it is. I absolutely get it. Let me see something. Hold on one second. Let me see if I have something. Oh, you know what? While I'm looking for this, let me play this video right fast. Let me see if I can play it, if I can pull this video up. It's really just a snippet. I call this Free to Be Stupid. Y'all remember when I first started Wyatt Live, I was like, boy, a lot of people ain't gonna like what I'm gonna say. But you know, America is the only country in the world where it's free to be all you can be, and you're free to be nothing. You can decide. You can decide. And that's how free we are. There's countries that don't allow you to do a lot of the shit that we do. They don't allow your kids to be outside at 2 o'clock in the morning. And if your kid's out at 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock in the morning, they come get you. They snatch your kid up and they'll come get you because they know you're ultimately responsible for this individual. And there's the same people that wonder why there's no gun violence. You think there's no gun violence in these countries because the cities or the states or whatever they live in, they don't allow guns to enter their city. No, they understand the punishment if some shit goes south. If something accidentally happens, they know it's a punishment. If something intentionally happens, they know it's a punishment. They have a clear understanding that if my kid don't do right, I'm responsible. This is what I want to play for you. Pay attention.
First things first, no country on earth is free. Not one. Next, which country has the most people in prison currently?
America.
Which country has the highest percentage of its population in prison in history?
America.
Which country has the most laws?
I don't know that one.
America. So when you talk about the land of the free, what they're actually saying is, we've built a society based on freedom. Of course there is no freedom, because true freedom is anarchy. So I'm not even advocating. You look at Russia. All Russians respect Russia. They all respect the Russian flag. They respect the Russian identity. You can be Christian, you can be Muslim, but we are Russians. And when they're attacked externally, they unify as a Russian people. America doesn't have that. Half America hates the flag. They've turned the colors against each other. They've turned the religions against each other. They've turned the political parties against each other. Nothing unifies America besides the illusion of freedom. So, when you have the most controlled nation on earth with the most laws and the most people in jail, and the only thing that's preventing absolute anarchy and unifying the people is the illusion of freedom, how do you do that? What you do is you make sure that nobody's free to do anything important, like speak about important issues, but you allow people to be free to do dumb shit. First,
you allow people to be free to do dumb shit. Let me go to the phone lines on that. Hold on one second. Good afternoon, caller. This is Wyatt. Who am I speaking with?
Hey, Randall, how you doing? This is Fame Rothstein.
Fame Rothstein, good afternoon to you.
It is a pleasant afternoon.
It is. What's on your mind, brother? How you doing today?
I'm pleasant, per usual. The last gentleman Twin Gene was out here insulting Cincinnati food. I mean,
Yeah, I didn't take that too well.
I didn't either, because at least in Cincinnati we don't call casserole pizza.
Come on now.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what the hell? No, y'all just
Twin ain't
y'all
gonna
food.
like that. Twin ain't gonna.
I don't particularly care what he likes. He shouldn't have insulted my city.
I
He gonna stick up for his city. I'm gonna stick up for mine.
That's right. That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
I give you that.
You know, you're called the Windy City because you're a bunch of windbags talking greasy. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't get to insult Cincinnati like that. But, you know, all jokes aside, you know, what is a 16-year-old doing out at 2 a.m. is the only question that needs to be answered.
That's right. Tell them, Fame.
You know what I'm saying?
The floor is yours. Let them know. I mean, come on, bro. Do you think it was about bottled water, or does it even matter to you?
Yes, it doesn't matter. Well,
Right.
because one, you know, you're not supposed to, a juvenile is not supposed to be out at that time of the day anyway, for any reason, unsupervised. You know, unless they're out with a parent or guardian.
But why aren't they talking about that, Fame? Damn, I'm sorry. I keep interrupting you, bro, but I know you're going to say some real shit, so I got to say it. I got to pose those questions to you. Why is it about the bottled water instead of the real issue? And how does the mayor not address it? He'll rather talk about the white boy that ran out, he'll rather talk about the guy that ran out on the Red Stadium and getting shot by a damn stun gun. And he's saying our police department is doing a great job in neutralizing crime, but he won't talk about what just happened down on the banks and at 2 o'clock in the morning on a 16-year-old. I just don't understand how you don't emphasize we're working on this, or we need some help, or parents need to take control of their children. Why aren't we hearing that stuff out of our leadership, Fame?
Well, because, you know, I hate taking a page out of Drop's book, you know, but he's still my brother. But Drop always been my brother. But, you know, like he would probably say, the desperate Democrats, you know, he can't say that because he'll lose his base. Well, you know, if he calls out the real issue of why a 16-year-old is out at 2 a.m. getting blown up over a damn bottle of water, he'll lose his base, because the real issue is you horrible parents.
I hear you.
That's a culture and value issue.
I hear you.
You know, like you said, like you've been saying, the police can't help with that.
They can't. And,
you know what I'm saying?
And when your leadership is not focusing in on it or acting like in broad daylight to us that it's not a concern, you know, just to say one thing is a concern is one thing, but to show that you're concerned is another. And that means start being a little bit more strict, stop caring how much people feel about this shit. But they know if they do that, there went their votes. You know, that shows you real leaders are not loved. I'm just gonna tell you that. You know that, Fame. Real leaders are not the favorable people. They're the hardest people to deal with, and you probably cussing and fussing them out because somebody got to take charge and keep shit on the straight and narrow.
Exactly, and call out the bullshit. Like, how dare y'all even run that cockamamie excuse about a bottle of water at 2 a.m? Like, how dare you know, where did you get the balls to even put that apart the conversation? You know what I'm saying?
Some people
like,
buy
seriously,
that.
Like who ran that by us?
Well, okay. All right. You know, here's the thing. I know a lot more about the situation that I don't feel. Listen, bro, you know how I am about these issues. We agree sometime and we disagree sometime. But I want to say this on the air out of the respect of the people that I know and that I respect them. I'm going to keep the inside stuff that I know about this situation. I don't know about the shooting. I don't know why he got shot. I don't know nothing about that. But I'm going to keep what I know to myself until somebody else bring it up, and then I will elaborate on it. But I know more about this situation and the kid, and I know a lot more about it. And I mean, until y'all want to have a real conversation about this type of shit, I'm here for it when you're ready to have one. But I don't want to be the one that opened the can of worms of this particular one because it's too close to home for me. And I would feel like I would be attacking someone that who I looked up to as a child. And I don't want to do that. He's called my show before. He's called and talked to me about my show before. And I just don't want to have the conversation. I'd rather wait for the next situation that's going to happen and say what I need to say. This one's just too close for me. I don't want to insult somebody that I know.
Well, that's how tough conversations are had, Wyatt.
Yeah, but it's but I'd rather have
when
that
people that are close to you get insulted. I mean,
but
it
I would,
happens.
but
It happens.
yeah, but all those conversations may not be public. Just like you said, the mother.
And some of those conversations that you was talking about your mama, God rest her soul. But some of those situations involving your mom didn't need to be put public. But you did it.
But
you need to put all these assholes out on blast.
But hold on. That's a little bit different because that was me and my mother's relationship, and I feel comfortable sharing that. I don't feel comfortable. I hope you understand this. I don't disagree with you. You're right. But there's different levels of respect. I respect my mother enough to show y'all some of the mistakes she made with me and I made with her. But I'm not in a position to tell somebody that I respect in a public forum where they went wrong. I'm not going to do that. That's like me saying, like what you said that mother did to that son. You couldn't encourage me to do what that mama just did that you said you didn't like her doing. I didn't like her doing it either. I didn't like her doing it either, Fame, but I felt her because I know that was my mama. My mother may not have done it like that, but I've had those conversations behind closed doors with my mother before.
Okay, but you've done that about your principal home. Talking about his constituents.
Why do you keep bringing up that shit, bro? Why do you keep bringing that up? He did
because
not.
Because that's near and dear to me.
Okay,
I'm gonna always protect children.
You're not
I'm gonna protect children.
Fame, that's the most chaos agent shit you've ever said on our platform, and I know you, and I know you're not a chaos agent. But that
you a light-skinned lie. I ain't never been.
Listen to you. That is the most chaos agent shit you've ever said when you say I protect children. That's the same type of way that chaos agents keep children in the situation they're in right now because some people protect the bullshit instead of calling it out and handling it. You're not helping.
Absolutely not.
You're not
Absolutely
helping.
not. No.
That's
when
not
I say
helping.
protect, there's a difference. Hold on, Mr. Wyatt. There's a big difference between protecting children and enabling bullshit. I protect children from the enablers who protect the bullshit.
So,
like you said, these kids want real leadership. That's what I protect them from. And to try to guide them with that. I'm gonna protect them from the cockamamie excuses of getting shot, getting your head blown off for a bottle of water at 2 a.m. I'm gonna protect you from that. Okay. I might can't protect you from the bullet, but I'm gonna protect you from the idiots who gonna allow you to do some type of shit like that.
Who are you protecting?
Excuse.
Okay, based on your logic, and I agree, based on your logic, the 16-year-old that lost his life over the weekend, 2:15 in the morning, who are you protecting him from right now? Not. I'm saying if we had to roll back the clock, and this never happened, but he wanted to do something like what he did, and that was to be down on the banks at 2 o'clock in the morning. Who do you blame for that situation being what it is? Who would you be protecting this 16-year-old from?
His parent or guardian.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. There you go. Now, who's here? Who have you heard any of the agents coming to the rescue or saying anything or having any selective outrage about what's going on with our 16 and 17-year-olds getting shot out at 2 o'clock and 3 o'clock in the morning? Where are they when these things happen?
They're circling the wagons trying to come up with a cockamamie excuse for them to go out in front of a mic.
Right. They're waiting for the next situation that happens that fits their narrative. And then this 16-year-old never got shot and killed. The 17-year-old or 18-year-old at Withrow, that never happened. You see what I'm saying? They just sit back and wait for the next thing that fits their narrative to come up. And then they'll focus all the energy on that and the other things that really matter. The build up to what happens, the cause and the effect never happens. The 16-year-olds being down on the banks at 2 o'clock in the morning is the reason why police officers act the way they do towards teenagers. And how can you not feel a certain way for a police officer when they have to engage disruptive children that don't respect home? How they going to respect people out on the street? And what makes you think they respect authority figures? We're helping these children in these situations, and people out here co-signing it.
No, you're 100%. Listen, you listen. You saw, you heard it was me on the phone. You were expecting antagonism. I'm 100% with you on this. I've always been pro-police. You know what I'm saying? I have no problem with police.
Listen.
Been arrested plenty of times. Been in a joint. I don't have a problem with police. I know what I do wrong when I've done wrong, and accepted it and moved on from it. You'll never hear me complain about the police. So, these people that like to do that, and I always try to blame the police for something, lack of police up at Bramble Park. No, there's some dickheads shooting outside of Bramble Park. Police ain't gonna help that. Those people wanted to shoot, they would have shot, knowing that police were there or not. They don't care.
I agree.
You understand?
Yeah.
None of that stuff matters to a person that really wants to be an asshole.
It didn't happen on Main Street. It didn't help on Main Street. The damn police were in the crossfire of the shootings when 9 people got shot. Did you hear about the 10 people that got shot up in Columbus downtown over the weekend?
I did, yes.
It's just happening. We're living in a world right now where the reason why people are doing what they're doing is because there's really not much deterrent. There's not a level of respect for policing. There's not enough respect out here towards one another. And when you start disrespecting one another, it builds up into this chaos and this corrupt, this conflict with, it just builds up and builds up. And now we got to figure out a way to calm it all the way down. And until we get parents into these children's lives from kindergarten on up to the 12th grade, these kids are going to continue to do what they do. All right. And they're going to continue to break into cars. They're going to continue to get shot at the backyards, in the back playgrounds of these schools. They're going to continue to get shot down at the banks at 16 years old. That stuff is going to continue to happen until we get a hold of our kids. That's just going to keep happening. Now, don't say to me, we don't have a cure for a problem when we know what the problem is. You see what I'm saying? Don't say that we can't get our kids in order. First thing we say, you know what I said, Fame, and this is where you and I agreed. I think we agree on this. I've said we don't have a kid problem out here. We have a parenting problem. We're blaming kids for who they are based on what their parents allow them to do early age, what their parents allow them to engage in.
You're 100% right.
It's a parent's responsibility to gauge your kid. Put your kid into something that you may not have ever been interested in. Put your kid in something that you got to spend time together with them. And don't nobody want to hear that shit. Oh, I gotta work and all that old shit. Don't nobody want to hear that shit. Don't have kids if you're gonna struggle to work and pay your bills with kids. Don't have kids. I'm the only one gonna say that, Fame. I'm the only one on the air gonna say it. Maybe those people that's paying me to come on here and say that bullshit, Fame, they'll cut my money off. Somebody said, people say that I get paid to tell my community some bullshit. Who recruited me for this?
Who said that?
I keep it to myself.
They said that on this show?
Well, no, not in the air, but no, but I hear
in the comments. No, because I can't see the comments right now, but I got no problem going back and looking at the replay and see who said that and going in.
No. I'm going by the fact that when you ask certain people if they watch this show, they'll say no. And when you ask the question why, they'll say shit like, well, he get paid. He just be saying shit. You know what I'm saying? He just be saying shit. He don't know nothing about that. He don't know what he's talking about. I guess because I don't have special guests on my show. I would love to sit down with the mayor. I would love him to tell me there's no gangs in Cincinnati. I would love him to tell me that the white boy got shot down at the damn Red Stadium and our police officers are doing a great job. And you use that as an example of how they're doing a great job. I would love to have a conversation with these folks. It wouldn't go well. I'm talking about it. I would ask them, and they know I would ask them, why don't you ever say anything about parents and responsibility of parents? Why don't you ever do that? Why don't you ever say anything that the streets and the people out here are saying? Common sense folks. Why wouldn't you say that? Why won't you hold up the real accountability stick? Why is it all about the inequities in the community and all that old shit and affordable housing? It's not that, bro.
I caught a glimpse of that on Mr. Ware's show today when he's talking about affordable housing. I'm like, here we go with the goofy shit.
He panders, bro.
It is what it is.
As soon as you look, I wonder if that same conversation go on at a 700 radio station. If you take the mayor down to the white station, what is his conversation about why so much shootings going on in Cincinnati? Does he say that we're trying to get these black folks in the city of Cincinnati more contracts? Does he say we're trying to get more affordable housing so they won't shoot each other? Are we trying that? See, I'm trying to figure out why is it acceptable to hear this gloom and doom shit on black radio to explain why we do what we do. But we never hear them say things like scholarships or getting our schools together so these kids will be prepped and ready to go off to college or trade school or go to some type of tech school or something to learn heating and air conditioning. They never had them fucking conversations, bro. It's always about, they want you to picture in your mind that some black woman is raising 9 kids by herself and barely making it and can't go to Kroger's and her kids are starving and she got to work 3 jobs and her kids out here wandering and doing whatever they want to do because of her economic situation, and just America is totally against her, bro. That's what I hear. That's the picture they paint.
It's all about even if that's that's an extreme that they've extreme picture they're trying to portray there. But even if that was real, it's still a value issue. It's still about values. You can have 9 kids by 5 daddies or whatever.
We did it,
and still raise decent kids.
We did it. Not myself,
you know
but
what
I'm saying from my era. There was ladies that was raising children in law homes that had 5. The Phelps, Johnny, Ronnie, Mike, Greg, it was 6 of them raised by one woman. One of them's a probation officer. None of them ever been to jail. None of them never been to jail. We looked up to them. They all was 2-3 years, maybe 4 years older than us. None of them ever been to jail.
Indeed. So yeah, I just when I kind of lost it, when I first heard the shooting, that's the first thing you have said. Like, what's the 16-year-old doing out there? Now that's 3 times the last 3 summers that somebody was down there downtown, highly visible area shooting. The 2 brothers broke out rumbling and shot somebody at Smell Park or something last year or something.
Yeah.
Or the year before.
Yeah.
What was it like? One of those city gatherings down there. It's like, what is y'all's problem? Sit down, sit with your kids, tell them right from wrong, and this type of public shit doesn't happen. Shooting people. But that's all I got. But one more thing before I go about Chicago food.
Take it easy,
man. I just thought of this. That their number one food other than casserole that they call pizza. Their other number one food is?
What's that?
Hot dogs.
That's true. I don't know if it's their number
so you got
food.
Chicago, a bunch of dickheads talking about food that look like. Anyway, hey, it's been real, Wyatt. It's always a pleasure. I'll try you again later this week. Be well.
Thanks for engaging. I don't know about that last part, but I do appreciate the engagement there. Fame, thanks for coming in. Thank you. Hey, let me ask you something, and then I'm going to get back onto it. Did you guys hear about the guy in Kings Island that got hit by the Banshee, the roller coaster? Just had it down on my little note thing. And the reason why I wanted to bring up Kings Island real fast is because there was a whole lot of excuses when our kids were going up to Kings Island, fucking that up for everybody. Yeah, there was a bunch of kids a couple years ago that created such chaos that now they have a curfew. Now they have to close at 10 o'clock. I mean, as soon as it get dark, they shoot the fireworks and they push everybody the fuck up out of there now. You can't even go to King. So if I'm a lifetime member, because my family, we always buy season passes of Kings Island. We've slowed up on that a little bit now. But because my kids are older and off to college. But my point is, we got people in the community that in Cincinnati that causes so much problem that they carry those problems in other areas. And we always got to talk about what these same kids that travel with these issues, what they don't have. If they don't have all the shit, if they don't have food and nutrition and all that, how the fuck they going and doing all these things in all these way far out places like Kings Island? You didn't tow up 2 hours of season ticket holders' time and travelers that come into the city. Y'all don't remember the kid that was caught with a gun up at Kings Island? Y'all don't remember the fact that they was doing so much extra shit up there at Kings Island that they had to set curfews? You couldn't go in unless you was with an adult, 17 and under couldn't go in without an adult. Y'all don't remember that shit? See how easily we forget about stupid shit, stupid behavior? And the reason why people who co-sign that shit get away with it is because they easily forget about it. They know you gonna forget about it, and it's on to the next stupid shit. And there's more people that live like that. Oh my God, DC, you got to be kidding. You got to be kidding. You got to be kidding. Everybody and their mama know what was going on at Kings Island. I was a season ticket holder. I had people on this show that would call the show and say who it was. All the stealing and all the shit that was going on at Kings Island, all the shit that was going on up there is the same shit that's going on at the parks. It's the same shit that's going on. We can always try to say that the messenger is wrong, but if you look at the police reports and if you look at what's going on at Kings Island, it'll show you. Now, does that mean that there was no crime at Kings Island? Hell no. I know white boys were stealing stuffed animals. I know they were stealing food. I know that too. I ain't never known it to cause to cause what they call those I don't know, curfews. Maybe it should have a long time ago. But it was the stuff that they was doing to people that was in the park. Now you can get mad at me all you want to, but that's what it is. Don't be mad at me. Get mad at the people that's doing shit to people. Let me go to the phone line before I get out of here. Hold on one second. Good afternoon, caller. This is Wyatt. Who am I speaking with? Uh-oh, hold on, caller. Hold on. I'm going to get this thing situated here in a second. All right, there we go. Good afternoon, caller. This is Wyatt. Who am I speaking with?
It's Ron, man.
Hey, Ron.
How you doing?
How you doing today, brother?
Good, good.
What's on your mind, Ron?
Hey, you get under my skin when you be talking like this, man.
I get under your skin when I'm talking like what?
Yeah, so
I got a feeling, Ron, you about to get under my skin.
Yeah. I probably am.
Okay, what's on your mind?
But what's the trippy is, Wyatt, you act like when you be going in like this, you act like it's cut and dry answers for everything, and or it's all the parents' fault, or it's all the kids. It's a combination of a whole bunch of shit.
I know.
It's a combination of our society.
I know.
And it's a trip. I think about all the times that I used to sneak out and steal my mama's car. And, I bumped into one of my teachers at Mr. Kelly's one day.
See, that's a problem right there. But go ahead.
And my thing is, of course, I know now anything could have happened at 2:00 in the morning when I was sneaking out and all that other stuff. It wasn't my parents' fault because they were sound asleep. Now, I ain't saying that that was the case and the little kids' fault, but it's not cut and dry, or it's not a complete answer to what's going on right now. Ain't nobody got no answers to this shit.
Yes, we do. Y'all need to stop. Stop acting like.
Let me ask you what the answer is.
Ron, what do we start in society with?
I'm sorry.
What do we start in society? What starts us as human beings? Why was you stealing your mama car?
Because I wanted to impress some other folks. So I wanted to impress some girls.
So now, Ron, I'm gonna say something to you. It ain't gonna be sweet on the ears, okay?
It ain't gonna be sweet. I know that was stupid.
Yeah, right. It was stupid, but the simple fact that you would do something like I've done it. I'm not beyond saying how dumb and stupid I was. But maybe it has something to do with how I was raised, Ron.
Oh man, listen.
It don't.
It ain't got no. It don't have nothing to do with necessarily with how you raised.
Yes, it does, Ron. I gotta stop you right there. Ron, I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about. I'm gonna show you more than I'm gonna tell you. Okay. I use, and some people ain't gonna like what I'm gonna say because I got to use myself as an example. My children would never do the things that I did as a kid.
You don't know that.
Yes, I do know that. I know who I am. I know who I was.
You know what they
Ron,
have
you
done.
don't know
what they've done,
Ron,
and they ain't gonna
wait a
do
minute,
it.
Ron, don't use that as a blanket statement. It don't go for everything in life. I'm talking about certain things that I participated in as a child. My kids would never do anything like that because I'm not raising them in the same environment. I'm not making them make them same type
but you
of
raising girls. You was a boy. They wasn't gonna do what you was doing.
Ron, it has a lot. Okay, my girls will never make the type of decisions the girls that I was raised was making. How about that, Ron? Does that fit the pay? Does it fit a little bit better?
No, because you don't know.
I do know, Ron. I got 2 girls in medical school. What are you talking about?
No, you got 2 girls in medical school, but you don't know if they would have made a mistake that girls have made. Now
you're right. You're right. I don't know if my daughters
would have slid through that.
Oh my God!
And you know now. I ain't saying that you ain't been a good parent or nothing like that. Obviously, you've been an excellent parent.
I have not been an excellent parent.
Man, come on, dude.
Nope.
You've been a good parent, okay? You know you ain't even an excellent parent.
Okay,
you've been a good parent.
Let's say I've been an efficient parent that wanted to do things for my children and not make them do the things or make the decisions that I had to make as a young person. How about I tried to provide them with a life where they didn't have to do the things that I did? How about that? Let's start there.
Well, so do a lot of parents.
Well, Ron, I don't know about that.
No, well, so do I know. I know.
Ron, you need to calm down a little bit. You need to calm down.
So you saying 50% of the parents right now, you can't say us raising their kids to try to be decent people in society.
Here's what you need to stop doing. Don't equate the people that's doing the right thing. They're not part of the equation. Only equate the people that are doing the wrong thing. Stop trying to bring all the people that's doing the right thing in the.
That's what I'm saying. You trying to say
no?
Everybody do.
I'm blaming the people who are responsible for having the bad kids. I am not making a blanket statement on that. Don't count for everybody.
You can't say.
This is Ron. You being exactly. You being exactly what I'm talking about. You sitting back making excuses for people that have nothing to do with the equation, and you mad and arguing about some shit that has nothing to do with what we talking about. I'm not talking about
everything to do with what we talking about, because we're talking about the kids. We're talking about the kids, and why is a parent or why is a kid getting shot at 2:00 in the morning?
Why?
And what was he doing out there?
Why?
Answer
that, Ron. Answer that question.
But it could be for the same fucking reason that I was out there.
Okay. And then
it could be for the same reason I was out there.
So whose fault was it that you were out there?
Mine.
Yeah, but who's responsible for you?
My mother and them, I said, they didn't have no idea.
Ron.
I stole their car plenty of times and got back and slid my ass downstairs like I was there all night.
Ron, if I find out my daughters is pushing keys in the city of Cincinnati all the way to Detroit, I'm responsible for that.
Hey, you should be proud of them because you should be proud of them.
I'm about to hit you with your shit. You about to make me be the real motherfucker that I am. Nigga, that sound crazy as hell. I
only say you should be proud of them because you didn't know what they done.
Let's get this motherfucker. Let's get him. Ron, you just like to argue. And today, I ain't feeling that arguing shit today.
I'm not trying to argue, but I'm trying to tell you.
Because your math ain't mathing up. You making it sound like all the people, I'm just putting a blanket statement on everybody, when in fact, I'm being very distinctive in my argument.
Well, what is it? What is the description that you putting on people?
Ron, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question, Ron. What do you know about the 16-year-old that got shot down on the banks? What do you know about that person?
I don't know nothing except for what he
Please
told
be
me,
quiet.
what they told me on the news.
What they told you on the news. Okay. See, that's why you need to be quiet, Ron. You arguing a fight that you don't even know what you up against. You ain't watching no film.
We talking about somebody getting murdered at a 16-year-old getting murdered on the banks at 2:00 in the morning. That's what we talking about. I'm not talking about no specific in their business.
But that is but you have to be specific. You have to be. Let me ask you, Ron, why is a 16-year-old getting shot at a prime location in downtown Cincinnati on a weeknight or a weekend night where there's massive people down there partying? He's underage and he gets shot. I don't care if it was about bottled water, but why is he even there? And then why is your leadership not even having a true, real discussion about that?
I don't know why the leadership.
Then let's have that conversation, Ron. I don't care nothing about nothing other than what I just asked you.
But what's the real down now? Apparently, you having a real conversation about it now. What's the real conversation about it? Because it's not an answer. Give me an answer for it.
Ron, you got troubled kids out here that just have no discipline with their parents. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. So if you agree with that, then you should understand my basis. You should understand the basis of my argument. It's very simple. It's very simple. It's not an easy fix, but it is fixable. You have to have better parenting. Now, we can say, Eric, all kids, it's not realistic that every kid is going to do everything that their parent tell them to do. But if you just don't even try to fix it, if you're okay with how it is, if you're willing to accept how it is, just say that. Don't sit back and act like it ain't fixable. It ain't gonna never get right. You get kids that are hold on, Ron. You get kids that are saved out of these situations all the time. But you'll never fix one or you'll never save one if we keep pampering the situation. If you don't hold leaders responsible to be able to put parents in a better position, when you get a deflection of talking about affordable housing and all this other shit based on how a parent is raising their kid, I can understand how some people might see that as being something that kind of makes sense. Okay, if they can't afford good housing, then these kids are going through some trauma and this and this and that. We got to stop it before it gets to a situation where parents can't put their kids in better situations. You don't think that has a part to do with making kids do things and be more productive out here and have more of a family oriented? You don't think it's important that these little boys have fathers in their lives and stuff like that? Because that's where it starts.
Okay. Now, realistically, do you think every little boy is going to have a father in their life?
Do I think? I know again, Ron.
It takes sperm to make a baby.
Say that again, Ron.
But a father in their life.
Wait, can you say that?
A good father.
Say that again for me, Ron. I'm sorry.
I said, do you think that every boy is going to, and every little black boy is going to have a father in particular in their life?
Can I give you, I know this is going to be far-fetched for a lot of people and they're going to think this is ridiculous, but I didn't have a father in my life, but I ended up being a father in my daughter's lives. So what makes, wait a minute, hold on, Ron, I'm not finished answering. So to be honest with you, I think it's a beautiful thing if black fathers are in their kids' life. What's wrong with that? And what's wrong with pushing the lever and making that a strive of what we're trying to do? What's wrong with having the conversations of making it important, making it cool? Why can't we have those conversations? What's wrong with that?
See, but again, we have to have a whole nother conversation because they gotta be babies in order to have a father in their life. So we have a whole lot of problems to get by. But when you're talking about being a father or a mother, everybody is not going to be a father.
I'm going to say something that ain't nobody going to like.
That's just realistic.
I'm going to peace y'all the fuck out on this.
If that was realistic, that it would be that way now.
Well,
I mean, it would be that way now. We wouldn't have as much father.
Not if people aren't pushing the narratives. Not if people are not pushing the position of fathers being in their kids' life. If we just sitting back hoping and praying that some shit like that gonna happen, that's generally not gonna happen. You got to put the work in with the prayer. You can't
Yeah,
just sit
but-
back and be
but-
praying for a man to take care of his kids. Y'all got to work that shit out and put it together. And what we need to do is stop having what? Go ahead, Ron. I'm sorry.
So who has to work it out?
Parents have to work it out. If a man see a woman, and look, go ahead, Ron. I'm sorry. I don't want to go.
I'm just saying, again, it's unrealistic to sit there and say every little boy, and it's all nice, well and good. It sounds nice.
Ron, let me ask you a question. Help me out with this. When was the last time a little white boy got shot down at the banks that was 16 years old?
I don't think none have.
Okay, when was the last time you seen a white boy get shot out at Mason High School behind the school at 3 o'clock in the morning?
I don't think none have, but it ain't like a little white boy ain't been shot.
That's not my question.
I mean, but you wouldn't bringing up little black kids scenarios, like little white kids ain't have the scenario.
But now let me ask you something. The way that we always equate the differences between the crimes in the community is we say that the white boys do the massive shootings, but we never talk about the shootings that we do on the banks and the shootings that we do in the park. We don't classify those as massive shootings. So we do the same shit they do, right? Would you agree to that? That we do the same shit that they do, but do they do the same shit we do?
Yeah.
They do?
Yeah.
Okay. Name a city in the United States of America that has the city crime that we have.
I don't know. I don't know that many cities.
But name 4 cities. Hold on, Ron. Name
Chicago,
4 cities.
San Francisco.
Wait a minute. Hold on. You don't even know what I'm about to ask you. You being judgmental. You didn't let me finish the question. You being judgmental. You being judgmental. I'm asking you a question. Name 4 cities in the United States of America that have the highest crime rates of shootings in the city. Name 4 off the top of your head.
Little Rock, Arkansas, Chicago, Detroit. Which I know them. Detroit, Little Rock, Arkansas, Chicago.
You might want to say Memphis, maybe. I don't know. St. Louis.
Memphis.
St. Louis. I said 4 though, didn't I?
Yeah.
What do all those cities have in common, Ron?
You know what they got in common.
All right, enough of that.
They all ran by Democrats.
Well, I wasn't thinking it that way. But what I care about is why our little brothers are out here with no fathers and what happens is this. And I'm not the perfect person to say this, Ron, because I've done a lot in my life and I know those were my decisions. And when I mean done some things, I'm talking about at a younger age. I've done some things like what you said. I've done that, Ron, but I would not be the man that I am today if I don't step up and say what I did is not an excuse for kids to be who they are and the mistakes that they making today. If I would have had a man in my life, I may not have made those same decisions because I may have been a fear of that man, or I would have been taught something other than those things. So to say so my point is, until we get those people in our life to help us make better decisions, we can sit here and say it can never change. But if you know that the change is right there, you just don't know how to make that change happen. It's irresponsible to say that it'll never change. Well, we got to know how to get our men, because we got this is not a knock on our women, okay? We have too many women in our neighborhoods head of household. We have too many women in our neighborhoods that's doing shit like Iris Rowley and being the head of the movement. Where are the men that are supposed to be doing this shit?
Okay. So
where are we?
Well, let me tell you, it's the ladies' fault also, because ladies don't.
Here we go blaming and shit. I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care.
The
women are only. You know what? The women are only acting like they mothers. They searching for love in all the wrong places, Ron. And like I told people on the show last week, I said, boy, I was about to fuck that girl life up that live out there. I was downtown. I wasn't gonna do shit good for that girl. I was just gonna, do what I do and hopefully not mess up. You know what I'm saying? But the truth of the matter is, a lot of these young girls are running in the same circles of what they mamas ran in, and they looking for Mr. Right, and Mr. Right ain't looking for nothing but Mrs. Right now. Okay, that's it. And when we change that mentality, our men will start searching out women with quality, and our women will start searching out men with quality. And that's what we need to do, is we need to set our quality bar a little bit higher, and it'll change the production of kids that we putting out here today. That is how you change. And then people that ask me, well, Wyatt, you got the answers. How do you change? That's how you start. You start by setting the bar high.
You start by setting the bar high, but again, a woman has to be willing to change, and a man has to be willing to change and modify their behavior. And what's a trippy is, if we look at society and look at what we have right now, we're not trying to modify shit. Everybody is out for themselves, and I mean everybody. Everybody out for themselves. So we not out for love and loyalty like that no more. We out for ourselves. And you know, if
not everybody, Ron.
If somebody mess around and fall in love, and you know, that's good. You know, my niece and my nephew, man, they built a beautiful family together. You know, and you know,
Ron, let me say this to you, brother. I just got a question for you. When you were a child, did you and your family sit down for dinner together?
Nah, you know, I was like you. I grew up in Avondale, Fair Apartments, and in Forest Park. When we moved to Forest Park, I rarely had any contact with my mother and stuff, unless they was fussing and shit at me. You know, right. We didn't do that shit unless family was over.
Do you think somewhere down your tree, your family tree, do you think that your family, maybe not you, maybe you weren't even born at this time, but just listening to your history and listening to the people that came before you, do you think there was a point in your family tree's history that they all sat down and ate dinner together?
Shit, I mean, I guess I would imagine. Shit.
You know what, Ron?
But I don't know nobody.
So that means you didn't teach your kids to do it because nobody taught you to do it.
I mean, we didn't sit down at a table and eat. But I mean, we ate as a family.
My point is this. My point is this. We're sitting back trying to find answers, but not putting forth any solutions to these answers, because we would rather say there's no solution to a problem versus trying to come up with a solution. And then when people do put solutions out there and go back to the old school days of mom and dad sitting at the table with their kids and you spending quality time with your kids instead of letting the internet raise your children, this is what's happening to us today.
But see, that's exactly what I'm saying. We won't go back there. We won't. We can't. Man, they integrating AI into our brains. Elon Musk put that shit in brains.
You know what, Ron? Dope dealers ain't got no customers unless you decide to smoke dope.
Yeah.
We always trying to.
And dope smokers gonna be there, and so are the drug dealers. That's my point.
Okay, hey Ron, I gotta go, man. I gotta go. Listen, Ron, I love the conversation. This is nothing personal with you. I gotta go because I got 5 minutes. Yeah. Listen, hold on. I got 5. I'm gonna give you 25 Wyatt bucks for calling in today. You just listen to. I got 5 minutes to get this point, 4 minutes to get this out. As soon as you hang up, I gotta let people know what we got going on with Wyatt Live Plus. I gotta go. I'm getting out of here. Okay, Ron.
All right,
I got 25 bonus points for you. Just listen. When you hang up, listen, and you'll apply those points to what I'm about to say. Okay, I gotta go.
All right, that's
what's
up.
Peace and love to you, Ron. Peace and love. I appreciate Ron for banging in with us. Don't forget, I'm about to get out of here, but don't forget, Thursday at 8 p.m. we're gonna do the live debate show. Okay, don't log off yet. I got a special announcement right now. This is the debate show that's going on this Thursday at 8 p.m. between President Joe Biden and former President Donald Trump. They'll be on Thursday night at 9 o'clock. We're starting our debate watch party at 8 p.m. right here on this platform or on Wyatt Live Plus. Now, let me explain to you what Wyatt Live Plus is. First of all, let me say this one thing on my way out of here. Check this out. I want everybody in Wyatt Live, the family, to go watch this on Showtime. It's called Your Honor. Have you ever seen this? I just finished season 1 last night, and I'm going to start season 2 tonight. It is very important that people watch this. I don't want to say it's important, but I want you to watch this particular show. It's called Your Honor. And what I want you to do is I want you to pay attention to how this court system ran when it was just pay attention. You watch this show. Watch how this particular judge runs his courtroom. It's on Netflix. Okay, it's a Showtime special. It is on Netflix as well, because that's how I've been watching it. I've been watching it on my box, but it says Showtime special, but it is also on Netflix. So go check it out. Trust me, you will learn how our court system works and how it can be manipulated. And when they don't want cameras in the courtroom and they don't want the media in the courtroom, is usually a hidden agenda somewhere in there, somewhere, some kind of way. Trust what I'm telling you. So go check out this show called Your Honor. All right, it's a really good show. It starts out a little slow, but it'll speeding up. There's a lesson to be learned in that show. Now, I haven't watched season 2 yet. I don't know where it's going, but I'm curious to know what's going to happen since season 1 ended so well. Here's what I got something for you. Wyatt Live Plus. I've been trying to tell y'all we were coming with it. All right. I want to show you what it is. Let me see if I can share this on the screen with you real fast. Let me see. Let me see if I can bring it up. Give me 2 seconds. Let me see if I can bring Wyatt Live Plus. WyattLivePlus.com. Okay, let me see if I can share this with you guys real fast. Give me 2 ticks. There it is right there. WyattLivePlus.com. Here is the new site. All right, this is the new site. This is what we've all been waiting for. This is it. All right, I shouldn't say we all been waiting for. This is what I've been waiting to put out. All right, it's the Wyatt Live Plus. You can watch the show live. It's WyattLivePlus.com. Write it down. You get a chance to see the show live. You get to watch all the previous shows. Most important, here is the store. The store is actually on and up and going. Our merchandise. This is it. The Wyatt Live merchandise is here. All right. And what we're going to do is we're going to have different items, and we'll run specials on them on the show each day. All right, I'll give you a perfect example. Let's go to one real fast before I get out of here. Let's go to maybe the relaxed tea. All right, no, let's go with the Wyatt versus everybody. Let's just see if can I find that one. Where's Wyatt versus everybody? Let's see if we got that one. Where is that shirt? There it is. There it is. Let's bring that one up on the screen. There it is right there. Wyatt Live versus everybody. All right, you can order those shirts. You can order your hats. You can order everything on our live website right now at WyattLivePlus.com. Okay, WyattLivePlus.com. You can watch all my X shows. You can see the beginning of where we started from the car. You can see all of it if you're ever interested. I was horrible. I don't know if I'm all that great now, but I definitely was horrible at the beginning. Now, let me show you a little piece of thing that I'm trying to do right now. This right here, when you go in and get your account set up with us on WyattLive.com, I'm sorry, WyattLivePlus.com, this is what you're going to do. If you email me your information and get on our email list, this is what you're going to get. You're going to get a Wyatt Live Fun Buck card. It comes with your name on it, comes with your customer number, it comes with our Cash App, our online pay, it comes with the login for the website, it comes with all of it. And what you can do is you can actually get Fun Bucks installed on those cards live on the air. And what I mean by that is very simple. If I say you get 25 Fun Bucks, if you get 25 Fun Bucks, or whatever I may say to that, you know what I mean? I don't know what I gave. I gave out a couple Fun Bucks today. I'll add 25 Fun Bucks to your account on your card. All you have to do is go to the website right after the show or right now on your side screen or whatever. Go to Wyatt Live Plus, Plus, WyattLivePlus.com. Go in and sign up. It's absolutely free. Go in and sign up. Put your name and information in and your email address. I will send you out a card. Now, the cards aren't ready yet, and they're personalized cards because they have your name, your phone number, not your phone number, but they have your name and they have your account number. Okay? They have your name and your account number on the card. And that card it'll have all your information that you need. And if you're ready to order something, you'll be able to order it directly from the site off that card. If you have Fun Bucks, you can apply those Fun Bucks to their purchase. All right? How we looking now? We good? Tomorrow, I need y'all answer. I need y'all to help me answer something. Tomorrow I need to know, what are these colors on the gay pride flag? When did they add? I mean, I know I'm late to the party, but I don't keep up with shit like this. I just need to know, what is this? What's the new color? I know they was putting new alphabets on there, but what is the different? What's these new colors? And if you notice, have you seen the silhouettes there? Them look like afros. What the hell? What we got going? I don't understand. I don't get it. I don't know. So somebody help me, especially from the LGBTQ community, because I support you. I just don't like the fact that at these LGBTQ parades and shit, y'all doing too much. I don't think children should be down into stuff like that. I respect and I definitely support the gay community, but y'all making it sexual or some of this shit y'all doing. I don't get it. I mean, I don't like that, because I think that gay people should be seen for more than just sexual. You can't you can't put that shit out there and not be treated that way. You got to do a little bit better, man. Peace and love to everybody. I'll see you guys tomorrow, 1 o'clock.
Get the bag, King Walker.
Let's go, 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 get some money, fuck they plan. I told her take this plan B and stop playing. I'm tired of buying jewelry, finna buy some land. They still trying to figure out who I am, who I be. Pillow talking to these hoes, that shit weak. They say money talk, put diamonds in my teeth. I be Louis down with Jordans on my feet. Niggas messed up in your yard like trick or treat. You better play your cards right, you better not ever reach. For this chain over here, I put you underneath. Yeah, I ripped that 5, but I put you 6 feet. Hey, nigga, let's go, 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 get some money, fuck the bullshit. Hell yeah, I made some meals off my tours, bitch. Hell yeah, I made some meals off my merch too. I got yellow diamond, Super Saiyan Goku. These niggas only killers on Pro Tools. Old lame ass nigga ain't got no juice. Old lame ass nigga ain't got no motion. Niggas I flexing on these niggas like I'm Hulk Hogan. Yeah, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Handle business. I'm shitting on the industry and God is my witness. Nigga, let's go, let's go. Let's go, 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 let's go.
You be talking like this easy or something, you heard me?
They do.
Now I make this look easy, you heard me?
See, sometimes people think they can be you better than you can be you. Every time they tell you, I'm a big, you know, back up. Took a lot of losses, had to bounce back. She got it, love it when it bounce back. Came back strong, had to bounce back. Applying pressure, watch it bounce back. Pushing, I ball in his face and he think that I'm pushing. Like, what we gon' talk about? Ain't shit to talk about. I pull the calls on these niggas, I call them out. Pushing, yeah. Pushing, I'm in his face and he think that I'm pushing. Major mistake if you think that I'm pushing. Pushing, pushing, I'm in his face and he think that I'm pushing. Major mistake if you think that I'm pushing. 252 on the ditch, I'm still in the kitchen, I'm cooking the 4.5. Pyrex the Yola, add a little soda and bubble, I double the 500 grams. My drunk girl test day, how may I help you? I blessed him, I guess he just needed a blast. Not a good looker, but she a good hooker, and I'm about to turn me some trash into cash. Water just gush out her mouth in the she needs some more cushion when bottle some sequel compartment, Toyota Corolla. I'm hoping the load don't get caught on the slab. Nothing impossible, I had a few obstacles right back to clocking like I never left. My windows is tinted, my mouth and my watch go to hitting while gripping the wheel in my bed. I'm in 2 lanes, whip is insane. I had to take off the brain. I got some change, travel 2 names. On the Blackberry doing my thing. I've been pushing them things. Pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing. doing my thing. Pushing it, pushing it, pushing it, pushing it, pushing it, pushing it. Yeah. Took a lot of losses, had to bounce back. She got it, love it when it bounce back. Came back strong, had to bounce back. Applying pressure, watch it bounce back. Pushing, I ball in his face and he think that I'm pushing. Like, what we gon' talk about? Ain't talk about. I pull a calls on these niggas, I call them out. Pushing, yeah. Pushing, I'm in his face and he think that I'm pushing. Major mistake if you think that I'm pushing, yeah. Pushing. I'm in his face and he think that I'm pushing. Major mistake if you think that I'm pushing. I got my shirt off, dropping the work off. On Carolina, controlling the spot. 12 in the section, harassing pedestrians. Catching the set, they patrolling his high. If I get arrested, my bail could be set or whatever. Go right back and open up shop. Him and the jeweler come sit in my session. It look like the Kevin was flooded with rocks. I cut on the faucet, I'm really retarded. I bottle that water and I spill in the drop. You gotta be cautious, I'm clutching you crossing that spark. Put a permanent score on your top. Bought a new fridge, she got a big head like Rihanna. It's cute, I'm not taking a shot. Design on my closet, pick up a deposit on Michigan now when I chill in the Shire. I got 2 lanes, whip is insane. I had to take off the brain. I got some change, travel 2 names. On the Blackberry doing my thing. I've been pushing them things. Pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing. I've been doing my thing. Pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing. Yeah. Took a lot of losses, had to bounce back. She got it, love it when it bounce back. Came back strong, had to bounce back. Applying pressure, watch it bounce back. Pushing, I ball in his face and he think that I'm pushing. Like, what we gon' talk about? Ain't talk about. I pull a calls on these niggas, I call them out. Pushing, yeah. Pushing, I'm